Fallout between the Beckhams and their son Brooklyn and his wife Nicola appears to have no end. Over the weekend, it was reported that David and Victoria unfollowed their eldest on Instagram. But now youngest son Cruz seems to have confirmed a different story. He wrote on Instagram, "My mum and dad would never unfollow their son. They woke up blocked, as did I." So it sounds like it's all getting a bit serious now, Frankie. I don't understand all this blocking, unblocking, whatever. Is this like my version back in the day of just not speaking?
Yeah, I feel like it's quite a final thing. Like, I don't think I would ever... I haven't blocked anyone or anything. I think it's making a real statement. And I think, for me, like, I was sat on the sofa last night and I was just scrolling through Instagram and I just looked away and I went, oh, my God. I was like, Cruz has just posted this. I don't know them. But I've seen all the stories. And to me, I feel like up until now, we've been able to just be like, well, we don't know the truth. You know, it's just what the papers are saying and source says and all of that. Whereas I feel like he's the first person to properly address it publicly. So now it's like, oh, it is true.
Yeah,
you know, they
it's
have
out in the open.
Yeah, and
sure.
I wondered, I said to Wayne, I was like, I wonder how David and Victoria feel about that, because I wonder whether they want anyone actually saying anything.
Yeah, one of the things I read this morning was that Harper, who's obviously, 14? I think she only joined Instagram 3 months ago, and she's been blocked as well. 14-year-old sister.
Do you know what? It sounds like a lot of frustration that has been building up and now it's got to that final stage to block someone. You know, I think when it comes to blocking, like you said, it is that final stage, but there is that level of, like, power. That's maybe where someone feels like they can claim back their power, they can take control of the situation. My only issue when it comes to so publicly, when it comes to social media, is that now that one person has blocked and then the other sibling has made a statement, will it then continue? You know, like, once you put something out, is it going to even get even worse and people's going to make more comments? And then we're just watching another family, you know, break down in this relationship, which is quite sad.
And for anyone watching, i.e. me, what does it mean being blocked? So
what, on social media?
But other people can see that you've been blocked. Is that
depends.
How it works?
You can block somebody if it's like WhatsApp or maybe on your messenger. You can block people and they will send you messages and it won't come through. And I think you'll realise you've been blocked. On social media, you won't be able to see any of their posts and stuff like that.
But I was just thinking, I've just realised you can mute people.
Yeah,
which then means that, like, he could then not see their stuff and they wouldn't see his, but they wouldn't know they've been blocked, which is like a slightly less aggressive approach.
Yeah.
Whereas if you block someone, then everyone knows and they know. Do you
That's
know
why
what I mean?
say it's about the power.
Yeah, he wants
the power
to know.
You know what?
He wants them to know.
I'm just thinking of my auntie Jamili. she's long gone now, but her version of this was she had a whole period of time where she would scratch her face out of all the family photos. So we had all these lovely photos, but I take my stuff. I didn't want to be at this place, and it's kind of like that. Or like some people would actually cut around a photo.
Oh yeah, back in the day,
to cut somebody out.
But
I think it's funny because I think it was you earlier, wasn't it, Frankie, that was saying to us that, you know, you just don't know what it's like to be a parent until you're a parent. And so, you know, there could be all kinds of machinations that have gone on that everyone's got heated about. And actually, you know, it's really hard being a parent, even when they're really grown up. You can make mistakes because you're doing it for the first time. And I was reminded when I saw that in the paper today, years ago, Kay and I were on a flight to Manchester to do Loose Women, actually, and Victoria Beckham was behind us with Brooklyn. And he was tiny, you know, he was, like, sitting like this. Of course, Kay and I just froze and we didn't say a single word because we just listened to everything she was saying. I know I'm terrible. But all she was saying was, oh, you know, she was just so loving. You know, like, we all just obsessed with her little baby boy. And that's the first thing I thought when I thought,
yeah,
you're a baby
sad.
boy, you've grown up, things have got complicated somewhere along the lines. But is a massive line crossed once it goes out into social media and is confirmed, because they've been like the royal family, really, haven't they?
I mean, there has been a suggestion this morning that he put up something about how to roast a chicken or something, and she liked it. She publicly liked the post, so that, and then, of course, it set the trolls off. Because then they were like, why don't you speak to your mother, you know, all that. And it's rumoured that that's what annoyed
That might have
him.
irritated him.
But it's funny talking about the old thing of, like, cutting somebody out of the photo, which was, like, our older version of blocking. I remember going to Egypt and going to one of those amazing temples with all the hieroglyphics and everything. And there were, like, these scratches every so often. And I said to the guide that was showing us, I said, what was that then? And he said, oh, well, the person that owned the temple before King whoever didn't like them, so they just scratched their image out from the hieroglyphics and just completely cancelled them. It's like the first ever cancellation.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands
So
of
it's
years
actually
ago.
been happening forever.
The time.
It's human nature, isn't it?